Hey guys, it's Cindy. I am checking in with you. I'm actually on an art vacation again, but guess what? It is probably not going to be much of an art vacation. I have some big stuff I have to do before I can relax and do art. I have a big open house here that's coming up in 12 days, and I have to have everything ready and done by the day before that. So I have to tear apart the studio and get it set up for Christmas. Now, I've been wanting to talk to you guys for a while because you know how, I don't know if you've been watching my videos for a while, I told you a while back that I needed more space. If you've seen my space, I'm exploding, I'm bursting at the seams. I need more space. And anyway, that was a big to-do at the beginning of the year this year. Well, one of my office mates on this floor moved out, and I have the opportunity to take over his office. The landlord came to me at the beginning of last month and asked me if I was interested. I said, sure, depending on the price. Now I'm chomping at the bit to get in there, you guys, because October was my slow month. Like, I'm not slow, but I had more time. Now I'm gearing up going into Christmas, and I don't really have time to do anything with that other space. But I keep checking my email every day because I could really use it to stage stuff here. But it still hasn't happened. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on, but I can't wait for that. I have to tear this place apart, put out vintage Christmas, pack up and put away other old stuff, and get moving. So I will take you along for that journey. So here is one of my big dilemmas about changing the space. You see all that stuff underneath there? I don't have anywhere to put it. I hide it under the tables. I mean, I can kind of thin it out a little bit, but I really need extra space to put that stuff. My original plan was to break this down and make that a smaller table and hang things there and maybe make this whole area right there the Christmas area. But I don't know what to do with this stuff. I also have a whole bunch of games that need to go. I might put them on Instagram for $5 a piece, pick up, because I can't ship them for that. I would I would be paying for the privilege of selling them if I did that. And if that doesn't work, then maybe I'll just donate them, which is a real shame because they're very, very cool old games. They just don't go here. But yeah, so I don't know what to do with this. That whole area back there, that is full. Shipping supplies, inventory that needs to come out. I move things around a lot. So if they don't sell in my live sales, I will try a few times. I'll put them out here in the shop, and then I'll put them away for a while, and then I'll bring them back out later. So that's what's going on here. Yeah, I'm just... I'm kind of at a loss. I mean, I don't know what to do with all this stuff. My car is used as a warehouse as well, so they can't go out there. Hey guys, it's Tuesday. I'm going to show you what I got done yesterday, and I'm going to tell you some really good news. Alright, so I tell you all the time that it always gets bad or worse before it gets better. This is what my little space is. This is where I do my sales at. And look at it. It's just a disaster. But look at this. If you like vintage elves, my next sale, my next live sale, which is next Wednesday, whatever the day that is, you'll see this before then, is going to have all these elves and more in it. The theme is going to be elves. There'll be a few other smatterings of things in there. But I had these out for a picture that I took today. But I'm going to take you in the other room and show you what's going on out here. So I assembled my aluminum Christmas tree. I moved these tables into the middle here. Of course, I got display stuff and things everywhere. I told you it always gets worse before it gets better. I did move down to a smaller table there. I was able to get several boxes underneath there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for a tablecloth there. I want to use a Christmas tablecloth, but the ones that I actually have might be too big. I don't know, but we're going to use that. We're going to store things underneath there. And then over here, this is going to get gone, and that'll be places to put like baskets of Christmas things. Well, those will stay. Those I want to sell. Those are really, really cool. You can hang those on your wall, by the way. If you guys don't know that, you can hang drawers like this on your wall, and these are cool because they have like a little shelf in the middle, so you could use that to display things. So those are for sale, so I'm going to leave those there. I've had this for a little while. I'd like them to go as well. And then we're going to work on doing all of this stuff, but the best thing is, hang on just a second and I will share. All right, so I am outside of my studio, and you see the door right there to the left. That actually goes into another office. And if you saw one, I don't remember which one it was, but one of my videos actually told you how we were going to be moving that door out to here in the hallway. Well, that's not going to happen. Yeah, it's not going to happen for a number of different reasons that I won't share. But remember yesterday I was telling you how I wanted space? Well, guess what happened last night? I got an email. And it's done. This is my space. So in a perfect world, if I could, I would have had them knock out this wall to connect them, but it's going to be the way it is for now. But I'm going to put my stuff over there so that I can have my sails up against that beautiful backdrop. And then look at all of this extra space, you guys. Oh my gosh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this into a YouTube studio, and I'm going to move a lot of my inventory and stuff over here. I'm going to move my shipping, I'll show you where in a second, over here. And I'm going to do eBay stuff from this room. Oh, there's a table. Well, isn't that interesting? I could use the table. We'll see. This thing was left behind by the previous tenant, and I am going to get rid of this because I could really use this space. And I don't think I really want this thing there. I'm going to bring over my, you can't see it, let's back up. I'm going to bring over my refrigerator and my microwave and put that here. And this space over here, you guys, that is perfect for shipping. I'm so excited about this. So I can have all of my sales and shipping and stuff over here, and then leave the other area open for a shop so that I can open more often, and I don't have to worry about things being, you know, unkempt and just out of control, right? So this whole little space back here is mine as well, including the little storage cubbies up there. So I can move all, you know, I can move a lot of stuff in here. And then I get this closet. This is in the space. So, yep, I am very excited. Anyone who watched my journey from 3 years ago when I first moved in, it'll be 3 years in December that I moved into this space, probably remembers me being really excited about that brick wall. And of course, I couldn't afford to do it at the time, and so they divided up the space and turned this into another office. But I'm really happy to have that amazing brick wall back. I think it's going to be a gorgeous backdrop for my live sales. This space is amazing. It has lots of room to move around and do things in. So, yep, I'm very excited, and I'm going to pull together my open house stuff, and now I have room to move things while I'm doing it. I'm not sure. I had the camera on a tripod, or not a tripod, a selfie stick before, so I'm not really sure you guys got to see all this. This is really high up there, but there's all that storage space, all those cubbies, and then that ladder accesses it all. Now they do store some stuff up here that I'm pretty sure that we're going to have to keep here. And in order to utilize it, I will need a second person, because I was up there cleaning a minute ago and discovered that there's a box up there in that one, and I couldn't get it down because I couldn't hold it and climb down the ladder at the same time. So, but, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. We'll get it done. But I really love this long table. It's at, you know, it's at work height, so this is pretty cool. And then over here in the corner, I don't think I showed you this before. This is another little cubby area back here. That I think can get tossed. The ceiling panels will go up high. And I did inherit a couple of tables in here, which, you know, tables always come in handy. But I'm not sure. I'm thinking of using this area down here for shipping. And this table that came with the space, I can use to put the packages that are ready to go out. This space here I can use to store boxes. I'll have to get a shelving unit for that. And then I have to come up with some way, I don't know where I'm going to put it. I have to hang my bubble wrap. Maybe I can even do it underneath the counter. That's a possibility. That's a real possibility. Let's see what this is. So if I did it underneath the counter, I could run like some cup hooks or something here on the wood stuff, and then just hang it underneath there on a string, kind of like I do on my doors in the other space. And I did wash this down. I wiped it down, but I still feel like it's ugh. But I brought over my refrigerator, so we're going to put that over here. So, you know, kind of, it's almost like my little break room. I'm going to bring over my coffee maker, put it over there. I don't even use it in the studio space that I have right now. So we'll get all that done. But the goal this week, and it's only Tuesday, so I can pace myself. The goal, well, let me turn you around. But the goal this week is to get the other side, the shop area ready and set up and everything priced and everything really cool for my open house for next weekend. Not this coming weekend, it's the following. Is it? No. Is it? What's the day? I don't know. think I have 2 weeks. I think I have, what's today, the 7th? I have 10 days, so almost 2 weeks. I got a little panic there. Did you see the panic? Anyway, so that's the goal of what I'm going to do. I'm really glad that I got the space while I had the time off to do this and to move things around. I do think I need some shelving units. I could use some more fun doors, don't you think? So I'm exhausted. Today's election day, Tuesday, and my husband and I went and voted. Then we went out to eat, and then I came back here to work on stuff still. And I'm exhausted. It's 8:30, and I am getting ready to go home. But I thought I would share with you the good, the bad, and the ugly. All right, this is very much the ugly. I just pulled this upstairs. I had that all cleared out, and then I got this stuff out of my car. Which is going to go around the corner when I get all this cleaned up. I know, you guys, it's a disaster, but it always looks worse before it looks better. That's what I always say. So I've been taking apart this unit. Those drawers go in that thing. I didn't have anywhere else to put them. I'm taking down this table. This is going to go into the other room. I am going to assemble my IKEA table, which is a standing table. It's a tall table. So I have a nice tall workspace here in my studio. I'm going to do that. That's actually going to go in the showroom area. And, yep. Eventually, I think, since they gave me permission to put things in the wall, I have some shelves that I'm going to put up there for supplies. And there's that. So I didn't really do a whole lot out here except move things around and take things out. There's been no setup or anything. I've just been, yeah, just moving stuff around. Taking display things over to the other side. And then, so it makes it easier for me to decide what I want to do with them. Now, you'll notice my whole big shelf unit is gone. I got rid of that, put that over on the other side. All of my packing supplies that were right there have been taken over to the other side, and I dismantled my shipping area for the most part. It's over on the other side. And I'm a little irritated about those boxes that you see over there in the corner. Today's Tuesday. Those are from last Wednesday's live sale. The person that purchased all 3 of them, a very significant order, has not paid me. So I keep checking. And I had wanted to get all that done and out of here before I started doing this. Anyway, that's garbage to go, because tomorrow's garbage day. So let's go back over here. Look, guys, it's still pretty empty. It's so exciting. I don't know how I'm going to, like, what I'm going to do to bring stuff in here to keep it from looking cluttered, because we've had enough of that on the other side. This is stuff that I brought over that has to find a home. Eventually, I'm going to put a table, that table that I'm taking down in that area where I told you I was putting the IKEA one. That's going to go here along with that table right there. And then that's where I'm going to stage my sales. I have yet to figure out, I mean, I won't be able to figure out until I'm actually in the process of doing sales and moving stuff from sold to, you know, the next, because I'm going to start doing drop sales. So I'm going to have a lot of sales going all at one time. It's going to be a lot of work. And then I put all those games, those vintage games in there that I haven't been able to sell. Yeah, we'll figure that out. If I have to donate them someday, I will. But I've always wanted to play them too. That's a problem. So my husband came today. We talked a little bit about this filing cabinet thing. I might hang on to it. I don't know. I don't do real well with things that I can't see. Out of sight, out of mind. I'll forget them. And then, I mean, I do okay if, like, I've labeled the box for the season and I pull it out. So, like, if I put things away and I put away stuff for Christmas or for Easter or whatever, and I pull all those boxes out, I'm good. But if I put away things that don't fit into something like that, then I just totally forget about them. So I showed you this before, that I moved this over here. I pulled this over here. I got the little shipping area all set up, but let's move this out of the way so you can see it better. So, yeah, I think that's going to work. I mean, I haven't tried to pack anything yet, but I have my paper, other supplies that I need under there, my bubble wrap. I have a little bit left on a smaller roll, but I decided to use the bigger roll so it would help me figure out where to put the cup hooks to hang those with. Since this is a much narrower counter to do things on, in my other setup, I had this right in front of where I did my packing, but it now has to be off to the side. That's the thing that contains some of my package toppers, my business cards and things. And then there's my scale, which actually I think I might try to, I might run the cord not through here, but off to the side so that this is free space. We'll see. This is more packaging supplies and my boxes underneath there. That is a display thing for the other room, and I just put it in here to get it out of the way for now, so I don't know what's, you know, actually it works there even with the ladder. I might want a bigger one of these. Actually, I have space here to do that, so I don't know. Anyway, so you saw me move this almost like it was a sliding door. The former tenant left that here, but I cleared this area out and I put my shelving unit, the one from the other room that you saw. This is all just recycled packing materials. And I might stop doing that. We get so many things from Amazon and different places that I try to save the boxes to recycle them, but then they just become a god-awful mess, and I don't do well with that kind of stuff, so I think I'm going to have to stop collecting them and just have to pitch them. I hate doing that, but it's going to have to happen, because getting them ready-made in the sizes that I know that I'll use, that I recognize, is so much easier. So, a very interesting way that this whole thing is set up. There's an office to the right of there, and that was a door to that office. There's an office to the right of that, and there's that door, and then there's another window. So this is a window, and then down there by my shipping stuff is a window. The walls are paper thin. I can hear everything that's going on in those offices, which is why the guy before me put this on to try to dampen the sound. I don't think it helped at all. That's what that's for as well. And I mean, I could throw that away. I just don't know what I want to do with it. But I did have this in my other shipping setup, so I did hang this on this door here. This is a bunch of package toppers and things, and just, you know, storage organization for small stuff. So put that there. So a lot of physical labor today. And my body is telling me about it, so I am ready. I think I'm gonna head home and might take a nice hot shower. That sounds really good. And I'll keep taking you along for the ride. Sooner or later, we're gonna have to start working on the Christmas open house stuff over there. Oh, but tomorrow I have to go renew my driver's license and get an e-check and get tags for my car, because I totally forgot about it. I did and I didn't. But guess how I found out? I went to vote today and discovered that my driver's license was expired, and they wouldn't let me vote. That's not exactly true, for those of you out there going, ah! It's not exactly true. They gave me a provisional ballot and told me how to go about doing that, which I did. But I'm not sure, depending on how the elections go, that it's worth my time to go down to the Board of Elections and present my driver's license for inspection after I get it. But I got to do that tomorrow, so I'm going to get up and go take care of all of that, and then I'll be back here. I'll probably be here late again tomorrow, since I'll get a late start, because Thursday, Friday for sure, I got to get on working on the open house for next week, because once next week starts, I'm gonna hit the ground running for my sales. So yep, busy time, fun time. I'm tired though. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, today is Wednesday. I'm checking in with you again. I didn't get here until probably about 2:30 or 3 o'clock this afternoon, because I had to go get my driver's license renewed and all that stuff I mentioned earlier. So I did that. I went to the grocery store. I ran around, did a whole bunch of errands, and got here later. So I did get some stuff done. I got the things that I had in my head that I wanted to get accomplished today, I got those accomplished, but the plate's still trashed. I'm going to sit down in a minute and chat with you after I show you stuff and tell you what I learned about myself today, or confirmed about myself today, which I think is really very interesting, and share with you another channel that I like to watch that I think you guys might find interesting. But first, let me share with you what I did. All right, so I did empty out this area in here. This is a lot of this stuff that's on there. She's going to go away because I'm not going to have her out during the Christmas sale. And then those things are things that have to go be priced and put out. But anyway, I mean, things are a mess. I tell you guys all the time, it always gets worse before it gets better. I did clear out a bunch of these boxes there. I did take down that table and put up my IKEA table. So I'm really happy with that. This is going to be a great, this is counter height for me, work table to do art. I can put my paper cutter up there and cut things if I need to. The goal is going to be not to put anything on that flat surface. That's a lofty goal. There is something about me, and my whole family is the same way with a flat surface. Things that's we just put things on flat surfaces. But you'll notice the disaster in there. I have things in my head that I'm thinking about doing to alleviate that, but we'll see if they get done. All right, in here, what did I do? I did take some more of these things over to the other space to clear out, because again, basically I'm going to take stuff out and then restage this whole area in here for Christmas. But again, you'll see, I share with you the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's pretty ugly right now because things are everywhere as I'm trying to get things situated and get things where they need to be. All right, you can see I got more stuff in here, and I brought up the bookshelf that I brought from home. That was the other thing that I really wanted to get done today. So I did that. I did bring all this stuff in here. This is all stuff that basically, it's either displays that I have to find a home for. They're not going to be on the other side because I don't use them very often, and there's no place over there to store them. But this will get... it will get sorted, but I'm going to use, speaking of sorting, I'm going to use those two tables there to stage for my sales. As a matter of fact, I have some things over here right now that are here for future sales. I have an elf sale coming up on my other channel next Wednesday, and then I'm going to do a drop sale with antique items. And so those things are going to go with that. So I've already started to do that a little bit here. So I kind of have decided that I'm going to keep this thing. I have a problem with out of sight, out of mind. However, out of sight, out of mind is kind of nice in some ways because then nobody else sees it either. And I don't have to pay for another shelf unit, which I would have had to have done. And it fits in there really nicely with my refrigerator and stuff. So, and I don't know if I showed you, I might have. I put all those vintage games in here. So I have quite a bit more space in there to put things. I was going to store eBay and Vamp listed items in there. I brought this over because this was on the table in the art room. Brought that over and put that there. And I think that's really about all that I did in here. Anyway, I told you earlier that I was going to share with you a channel that I've been watching that I'm really enjoying. It is Midwest Magic Cleaning. The guy goes in and he cleans hoarder houses for free. And he does it at like 3 times speed, and there's something extremely satisfying about watching him clean something like that. I don't know. I've just been sucked in, mesmerized by it. It's fascinating. He's autistic. I just watched a replay of a live of his where he and his wife were talking about being ADHD. And it's so interesting because I have said for a long time that I think I have ADHD. I've never been diagnosed, but everything that they said totally speaks to me. So many of you, when I'm doing what I do, because I've filmed it a number of times in these vlogs, my ripping apart my studio and redoing it, and so many of you, I'm sure, think, oh my gosh, why is she doing it that way? I'm sure I make your heads want to explode, but it's just the way I have to do things in order to make it work for me. And because my brain's a little bit different. It's so funny listening to them talk about all of that, and just realizing, because I used to think, you know, they say attention deficit disorder, right? So I used to think, well, but I get hyper focused. So without spending 20 minutes on that, let me think of a way to explain it. So I need to have times that are uninterrupted so I can like actually get into something. And if I can get into something, I can just knock out stuff like crazy. But I have also the added problem of getting distracted in the hyper focus. So I might think I want to get hyper focused on project A, but in reality I have a squirrel moment. And then I get off on this other thing, and I'm hyper focused on this other thing, and then A never gets done. And that happens all the time too. So it was just really interesting listening to people who think the way that I do and have the same challenges. Very interesting. So when I was explaining to you what I did today, I told you that I had 2 projects that I wanted to make sure that I got done. And I did do them. I did. I got them done. But it was really very interesting because along the way, I almost got distracted a couple of times. It happens all the time. I have a box full of chandelier charms that I got from an auction recently, and I was looking at them and they're filthy. So of course I'm in the mode. So I went looking for some sort of a container that I could put them in so I could go wash them, which is a glorious and wonderful thing to do. Except it wasn't what I needed to get done. So I have to have all this kind of done before my art vacation, which isn't an art vacation, ends. Because I'm having an open house here at my studio next weekend. And I have to have the shop area all set up, everything priced, everything looking nice, you know, and inviting for people to come in and purchase. So I'm on a tight leash. But anyway, so I just said all that to say, and you might have never watched a cleaning video in your life. You might think that that's not something that you would be interested in watching. I would suggest looking for him and giving one of the videos a try. You might be surprised, because I was really surprised. I don't even know how it popped up in my video feed, but I was really surprised that I was mesmerized by it. I'm totally mesmerized by it. Actually, it gives me motivation actually to clean, because I mean, if you look at the stuff that he does, that he takes care of for people, then it makes you realize that you can do it too. In my mind, that's how I think. So anyway, I was telling you about some of the stuff in the other room, and I'm thinking I'm gonna maybe have another big announcement coming up soon, but it'll probably be on my other channel. Because I'm thinking that I might invite you guys along for that journey too, in some sort of a way, if I can eke out the time to make it consistent or enough to make it a thing. So keep your eyes out for that. I think you guys would like it. So anyway, tomorrow will be the last day that I'll be filming this vlog, so I'll film a little bit tomorrow. You can see where I get to in time for me to edit the video and get it out on Friday, which is usually when I like to post these vlogs. So I'll see you tomorrow. All right, today is Thursday, and as you can see behind me, I did get quite a bit of stuff done. It still looks a disaster, but it's starting to pull together. But this is it. This is all you're going to see until I get it all done. I don't know, maybe I'll film a little bit of the open house, who knows, but I'm going to turn you around and let you see what I did. So I did all of that little Christmas area over there. I got that done today. And I'm telling you what, guys, my body is screaming. This is 3 full days of moving stuff round and round and bending and whatever, and so I'm happy. Everything is not where it's supposed to be. Obviously, I still have stuff, you know, just laying around. All of those things in those trays are things that came off of the shelf behind me. I'll show you that in a second. I don't want to swing. And it's not all going to go back out again. That's the beauty of having that extra space. I can really curate my sales and bring out things as I want. And I don't have to leave everything out. So I cleared off those shelves over there. I started pulling some stuff out of my closet because some of that's going to go over into the other room as well. Yeah, I'm turning you hopefully slow enough. So yeah, so these shelves here were full of figurines and things. So I moved those out and put those up. And do you want to see the mess in the other room? Hang on just a second. Look. So, yeah, it'll all find a home. As a matter of fact, I think a lot of this stuff is either going to go back into the other room or it can go under tables. What I did do today, one of the things I did was I put up the table there that was in my shipping area that was behind the doors. So I brought that over here. That's going to be like an eBay. It'll be a work table here on this side, but it's going to be like an eBay photo area because the light there is pretty good for taking pictures. So I'm going to do that over there, obviously, once I get rid of all that stuff. But it's a process. It is totally a process. As I always say, it always gets worse before it gets better. This I've been able to keep pretty tidy. These things are not going to stay there. They're things that are going to go up into those cubby storage areas up above. I'm going to have my husband come on Saturday and help me get it up there. But yeah, so those packages that hadn't been paid for a couple days ago did get paid, and I slapped labels on them and they're getting ready to get shipped out. So I actually kind of got to use this a little bit. So, you know, I won't really know how it functions and how I have to have things set up until I do it a few times. I'm thinking I might actually have to have a shorter table or move the that little white thing down a ways so that I have something to set my boxes on when I'm like slapping tape on them. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, I asked, I know I couldn't hear your answer. Do you want to see the mess? This is it. But it's good. It'll be good. And then the next thing I have to do, so I'm clearing out the stuff over there, and then here, we'll walk back. And then I have to start bringing stuff over, filling in, you know, curating a nice sale. This stuff has to go back in there. These are the packages that are getting mailed tomorrow. That goes back over there. That I'm taking home to wash. But yeah, so very cool. And another thing that I'm really happy with is my Christmas tree. So I've had this for a while. It is a nice one. It is a tall one, a very big Christmas tree, ceramic Christmas tree. And when I bought it, it had all clear lights on it. And I did buy, and it was missing several. So I did buy some replacement light bulbs and changed it out. So now it's colorful and I think it looks so much better. Yeah, so I'm happy about that. Almost. Now I love it so much I almost don't want to sell it. It's a 3-piece one, you guys, by the way. But the people actually joined the 3rd piece. You can kind of see the green, whatever that is there. Who knows what it is that they joined it with. So it's actually a 1-piece top and then the base. It's a music box, so, and it does play, so it's very cool. So, and then this, I've had this for 2 years or so, and nobody's ever purchased it, partly because it was in this box, even though it was brand new in the box, and since it didn't look so hot and they didn't buy it, so I decided to go ahead and assemble it, and it's really cute. Like I said, it was new in the package, and it works. Here, let me turn it on for you because it's kind of fun. It's a fun little doodad. And you can turn the volume up on the music too. It's just I didn't want to make everybody crazy today. Right? Isn't that fun? It's so cute. So it does all kinds of motion and stuff. I have a sneaking suspicion my husband would really love to have this. So we'll see if it sells. If it doesn't sell, it might go home with us. So I'm also hoping that with getting everything cleared out and stuff that, and this side is going to be the shop and my art studio. And the other side is going to be eBay and shipping. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to get some creativity done because I'm going to have to split my time. So once I leave that room, that stuff is done. Right? Or vice versa. So I might actually be able to be open more. Oh, I didn't even tell you. You might have noticed. I moved the walls back, the doors, because when I took that table out, it freed up some space. And so I made the room bigger again and changed that up. So, but anyway, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. And I will keep you guys posted. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.